Man, this crazy, bro. Madara, he barely had the sage powers for 10 hours. It's been like 2 days since this whole war on the battlefield that started. 4 different people with the sage powers and giving all these background ninja hope to get sage powers. poor Madara. So Sakura gets put down again by Sasuke. That was great. But every time she gets put down, Kishimoto usually always finds a way to bring her back up. I hate that. Just leave her down, Kishimoto. Just leave her there. I was very surprised how Naruto agreed with Sasuke for once, and he said that pretty much his body just moved. So I liked that he wasn't really defending her like he did last time when they were on the Susanoo. But so this time he agreed, and he kind of put the blame on himself and saying how his body just moved, and they did flashback, which luckily wasn't for too many panels. That would have made me mad. I guess that made Sakura a bit happy, you know, to see that Naruto still cared. But Naruto don't love these hoes. When Sasuke said that, and oh my god, Sasuke was to her, he's like, okay, bitches, listen here. Only reason that bitch and Mr. No More Sharingan guy over there was saved is because they will buy you in my Susanoo. Oh my gosh. Oh man. He just looking at Naruto like, so is you gonna listen or no? Because they're the only ones in the ninja world. Like this is like the second time he said it. If either of them die, and it's interesting how he had to reinstate it to Naruto. Like, okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you this one more time. Fuck them. You stay alive. If either of us die, then the ninja world is over. When he said that, I would prefer, and this is just how I am, I would much prefer if he was saying that in a more selfish, evil manner. Because we don't know his goals yet. Is he saying that because he actually cares about the whole world, or is he saying that because he cares about his own personal goals? Those are the two things that we don't know. Now we know he could be Hokage, which, you know, seems like a personal goal, but we still can't really tell which one it is. I know I for one prefer if it's more of a personal goal, because, you know, I like that evil within him. So so Sasuke saying to Naruto, he's just like, alright Naruto, I know you're dumb, so I'm just saying like this, you're cool, they're not, and Obito's hanging. So Sasuke does not love these hoes.
In the Great Words of Hakuromo in the Holy Book of the Hermit, chapter 681, verse 5. Thou shalt not love these hoes.
Now imagine Obito waking up with the kunai in his hand. nigga trying to catch a nap. Niggas over here impaling this dude with kunais. Nigga wake up. Ugh, that was a good nap. This is motherfucking kunai knife. Nigga go Susanoo, and then he saves the world. And I was very happy when Naruto saved Sasuke's hawk. I'm sitting there like, oh Jesus Christ, I don't care about Sakura, just don't let the hawk die. The hawk didn't deserve none of that. It was very interesting. It seemed that she was using her Byakugan, and that she somehow sealed off some chakra point, I guess, which kept him from unleashing his Susanoo. At least that's how it seemed. So that was pretty cool. But seriously, I'm like, screw Sakura, don't let the bird die. When it comes to movies and everything, I don't care about the people, especially in Naruto. I don't give a crap about Sakura. I'm like, Naruto, use one of your extra hands, use your last available hand, and catch that hawk. So when he was there holding the hawk, you know, that was kind of heartwarming. That was pretty nice, you know. It shows how we love animals. Sasuke was just gonna let another one of his freaking summonings die, like how he let Orochimaru's snake die. Sasuke's an animal abuser. He just lets his animals die. He summons them, then just let them die. That's pretty messed up. He just gets some new ones. So now Naruto can float / fly. Now I read some comments, and people were kind of upset because it was kind of random how he was just randomly able to fly. It would have been more better if Kakashi were to say, you know, if Kakashi would have been the first to realize, like, hey, Naruto, envision flying, since, you know, he was able to envision Kakashi's eye and form a new eye, you know. So pretty much whatever Naruto thinks, he could just do. He would have been like, okay, Naruto, envision flying, you know, when they're all about to fall into lava with no hope. They know he starts floating. And there is an explanation. There would have been a nice explanation to say, okay, maybe if they all have the I forgot what the balls are called. What's called the big black balls. If you have the big black balls, then they have like some type of gravitational thing which allows you to float. That could be a good explanation. They also have people like Inoki and blah blah blah. They could all levitate off the ground. Actually, he can just fly wherever he wants. That's another explanation. But how can Kaguya fly? Now, some people are mad. Honestly, I'm not too surprised, honestly, with all the stuff that's going on in the series. She's just that powerful, I could say, and maybe she could just do it. We don't know. It could be something related to how Inoki and them do it, and that's now she's just able to fly. Who knows? And when they were transported, Kakashi hinted at it being a new dimension. Now, if that is the case, because when they showed the whole world, it seemed to be like some type of prehistoric scenario. Maybe I gotta look at it again. But it could just be the same world. Don't get me wrong. It could be the same world, and maybe that's just what Kakashi was theorizing. But if it is a new dimension, then that could give Obito his first role to play as soon as he wakes up, which could be teleporting them maybe to the Kamui dimension and back to Earth, or just straight back to Earth, because we don't know if the Kamui just works with Earth to the Kamui dimension, which I highly doubt that's how it works. It could probably work from any place you are in the universe to the Kamui dimension and back to Earth, or maybe just straight back to Earth. Hey, I think it'd probably just be straight back to Earth. So if that is the case, if they are in a new dimension, like I said, that's probably just what Kakashi was guessing. He was just trying to, maybe Kishimoto was probably just trying to show how immense her power is, to where she was able to form a scenario which seemed like it's a whole different new dimension, and just trying to show how big and immense her power is. So if that is the case, that could be Obito's new role. And while I'm on that, why did this Kaguya need soldiers? If she needs soldiers, or what is she going to need soldiers for if everyone's going to be in the Tsukiyomi? Who is she fighting? Which made people to theorize that she is an alien. This is kind of what Forever World said. He's a great reviewer. I like his reviews. I don't know why Kishimoto would be ending the series at this point if they were going to include all these other planets and blah 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 with other people to fight. Now I can understand why Kishimoto would not go further with that, because then it'll just take even more away from what the series was. And people are already mad about how what the series is with all these people. This how Shippuden was all just jutsu spam. That's all people are doing. And now at this point you got people who are practically gods doing all these huge moves. And if they were to go to a different planet, that just take away from it even more with the whole ninja theme and people going to different planets. And probably be like freaking Dragon Ball GT with them going to different planets, and that's kind of different because Dragon Ball Z had space and stuff from the start, but at the same time GT never happened. So why does she need soldiers? I don't know if Kishimoto kind of messed up on that, and he was just saying she needs soldiers just to make her sound cool, and maybe he didn't think it through because like I said, why does she need soldiers? Maybe it's a type of power thing. If you're in power, if you're a king, you're gonna want soldiers. Even if you have no one to fight, it shows that you're in command, you have power, so you're gonna have underlings under you. Now, does she know how to work Infinite Tsukiyomi? Is she gonna be controlling people's dreams? Is she trying to get a infinite dream? Because is she just gonna be lonely on the earth with everyone wrapped into? Actually, no, they turned into Zetsus. That's right. So then she just be controlling Zetsus. I don't know. I think for all this to be answered, we're gonna need her backstory. So is she a bad villain? I don't know. She kind of appeared out of nowhere. I mean, Madara really didn't get enough of a shine. Maybe he'll return, and maybe it'll be a Madara versus Kaguya versus Naruto and Sasuke fight, like a three-way fight. Who knows? But I don't know. Madara just didn't get enough of a shine, and at this point, I don't really know. I don't even see him dying. I see him dying with Hashirama. I see them going out together. I don't see him just dying and then Hashirama dying. It has to be that way. Same thing with Kakashi and Obito. Kakashi's not gonna die until him and Obito had that moment in the series where they is it reconcile? Is that what I'm trying to think of? Where they they make amends with their whole past and everything else. Finally, so Kakashi's not gonna die until that moment happens. Madara's probably not gonna die until him and Hashirama have that moment. So hey, what are you gonna do? At the moment, the Edo Kages are on their way to that place. So hey, Madara obviously is not dead. Obito obviously is not dead. I don't know why people are saying Obito's dead or why they wanted to die when he obviously has a big role to play from what I see. And people are also theorizing that she's an alien. That's kind of lame. It just doesn't fit into the whole series. It's just bad. It's just bad. So when she was first introduced, the Hermit said that she came from a place far, far away. And they're like, well, where'd she come from? Don't worry about her. This dream is about me and my kids. Oh my gosh. And I didn't, from when we got that little flashback of her past with Hagoromo, it seems as if she had a bad relationship with her kids. So did the Hermit and his brother defeat Kaguya? And is that why she has such of a grudge? Is that why she was like, all the chakra is mine? Because obviously Hagoromo, he became like the next big thing on the earth after whatever happened to her, after she disappeared. We don't know what happened to her. I'm guessing she was defeated probably by Hagoromo and her Hamura, I believe that's his name. And maybe that's why she's so salty. And it seems she saw Naruto as Hagoromo, perhaps. And that's when she said, all the chakra is mine. You know, she seems very greedy at this point. So like I said, we're gonna need a backstory. Hopefully we get a backstory at some point. I don't know when it's gonna happen, probably not for the next few chapters. But we definitely need a backstory to see how did Hagoromo become like the main leader of the world at that point. And I could see them defeating her for her being so corrupt. And maybe Hamura died fighting her. Maybe that's why we haven't seen much from him, but I'd like to see something from him as well. And who do you guys think would die in Team 7? Sakura or Kakashi? I don't see Kakashi dying until him and Obito get that moment. I say maybe Sakura. And maybe if Sakura died, then we'd get some type of information on the other side of the world which no one talks about. And hey, maybe the other side of the world is where One Piece takes place, and maybe they'll go to One Piece, and maybe they'll find One Piece that Gold Roger was talking about, and maybe One Piece is actually Dragon Balls, and then they can wish back Sakura. Yeah, friendship. I don't know. So finally, my predictions. Now, how Obito will probably awaken his Susanoo. I can see it perhaps, because we already saw that Sasuke was not able to open his Susanoo in this chapter because it seemed maybe she blocked off some chocolate port or something. Now, perhaps when he's conscious, I could see, okay, imagine this. Imagine Kaguya throwing some more spikes at them, blah, blah, blah. And then they're all standing together, they're all about to get killed by this stuff, you know, they're defenseless. For some reason, Naruto can't defend, for some reason, Sasuke can't defend, and they're just about to get murked. And you know, Obito realizes something snaps in his brain, something emotional happens. He's like, I can't let this happen. He looks at Kakashi, he looks at Naruto, he's like, no, I gotta help Naruto get further and succeed. Unlocks his he goes big, blocks off the spikes. Then with both of his Sharingan in his eye, he could do some cool teleporting stuff with his Susanoo. That'd be cool. Maybe not even a full Susanoo, even though that'd be cool. But maybe just like a little small version of a Susanoo, maybe just the ribs, just something small to, you know, maybe like the arm to block all the spikes which would be hitting them. And, you know, maybe have him teleport do some teleporting stuff. That'd be cool. And maybe give his Susanoo a special trait, you know. Itachi had a special trait. He had the mirror and the sword with his Susanoo. Madara kind of has that special thing where he has two blades. Sasuke has the same arrow thing. Sasuke has the arrow. So give something to Obito's Susanoo which would be a special trait for him besides the Kamui which he already has in his base form. That'd be pretty cool. I can't really think of anything which he could have at the moment. And like I said, is it really over for Madara? And will we hopefully see an appearance from the Hermit's brother? Maybe he's the ancestor for the Hyugas. Who knows? Maybe he didn't die fighting Kaguya. That's all just me assuming. So tell me what you guys think. What would you rate it? I'd probably rate it an 8 out of 10. It was much better than the last two chapters. The last two chapters were very boring. Very boring. So tell me what you guys think. What would you rate it? Or what do you see happening? And talk to you 6 people later.